Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow is set for a 2026 release. Let's explore the plot theories that are buzzing around this anticipated DCU movie. At the heart of Ruthye's revenge narrative is Krem, a brutal villain whose savage actions fuel the story's darker themes. If he is kept true to his character in the comics, Krem's ruthless violence, particularly against innocent victims, will provide emotionally charged moments that profoundly affect Supergirl's moral compass. Expanding Krem's backstory would help provide his motivations and traumas that have led to his cruelty. His complexity would elevate the story, ensuring he remains memorable and compelling. But one of the most intriguing elements to consider is the introduction of Lobo into the DCU. Not originally in the comic series, many are interested to see how he will be added to this storyline. Given Jason Momoa's confirmed involvement, Lobo, a fan-favorite anti-hero bounty hunter, might hunt Supergirl at Krem's request. As theorized by fans, Lobo's chaotic neutrality contrasts Kara's moral clarity, setting up explosive confrontations. However, King has actually revealed that Lobo had been originally written into the Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow comics, with Kara and Lobo traveling together before he was told to remove Lobo altogether. With this in mind, perhaps the fan theory of Lobo working for Krem is only part of the story. Given he is a wisecracking, loudmouth anti-hero, it isn't difficult to believe he would betray Krem and head off with Supergirl. Lobo's charismatic menace will definitely inject some humor and unpredictability into the narrative. Providing scenes that focus on his interactions with Krem, or having comic banter with Supergirl, could further illustrate the moral contrast between characters, providing some levity into what is likely to be a dark storyline. It wouldn't be a superhero movie, or even a space western without high-stakes battles on multiple planets. Supergirl's cosmic adventure isn't likely to shy away from breathtaking, epic clashes against the likes of space pirates, bounty hunters, and Krem himself. Gunn's movies are known for his engaging and highly visual action sequences, and if Gillespie carries that trend into his direction, viewers can anticipate sequences showcasing Supergirl's flight, strength, and speed reminiscent of comic panels. These battles will of course serve more purpose than just visual spectacle. It is the perfect environment to show Kara evolving both from a strategic perspective and an emotional one with each fight, considering the broader DCU vision that James Gunn has laid out. And since he is establishing it with Superman Legacy, there is speculation that the Man of Steel might make a brief appearance in Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. If a Superman cameo does happen, it could serve as a means of emotional contrast rather than a major plot point. Perhaps Kara reaches out to Kal-El for guidance, only to find that his experiences on Earth have made them too different to fully relate. This would further solidify Kara's journey as one that she must undertake on her own, rather than being another Kryptonian in Kal-El's shadow. But the cameos don't have to stop at Clark Kent. Opportunities for other cosmic DC characters to appear, like Adam Strange or members of the Green Lantern Corps, are plausible. Considering the new Superman is bringing many characters to the screen, it is possible they can also appear in Supergirl, potentially setting up spin-offs or sequels. Gunn has confirmed that Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow is part of the Gods and Monsters chapter of the DCU, so brief appearances could establish connections or rivalries, fostering excitement for future films. These cameos, while not overshadowing Supergirl, would create further threads for DCU's ongoing universe building, and with the idea of cameos comes opportunities for multiverse exploration. With the DCU looking into multiverse concepts, subtle references or hints toward future multiversal conflicts could be added into Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. It would be easy to plant seeds for larger cosmic threats, similar to how Marvel teased Thanos. Fans should keep an eye on Easter eggs or cryptic references suggesting bigger universal events, enriching future DCU stories. The cosmic setting of this film could also provide the perfect foundation for future space-based DCU projects. We might see the introduction of powerful alien factions, lawless intergalactic territories, or even the first glimpses of larger threats like Mongol or the Omega Men. If executed well, this film could act as a gateway to a vast and interconnected DC cosmic universe. Drawing inspiration from Tom King's original 2021 comic series, Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow is expected to follow a Western in space style narrative. In the comics, Kara Zor-El sets out on a cosmic quest alongside Ruthye Mary Knoll, a young alien seeking vengeance for her father's murder. This partnership sees them traveling across the galaxy, confronting both formidable adversaries and moral dilemmas. The movie's space western aesthetic is likely to show Kara's temerity being tested in environments where physical power is not enough. She'll also need cunning, strategy, and alliances to survive. By blending cosmic adventure with emotional depth, the movie will offer a fresh take on the superhero genre, distinguishing itself from standard Earthbound superhero stories that have been a mainstay in the DCU, with Gunn entrusting the direction of the movie to Craig Gillespie, known for his compelling character work in films like I, Tonya. We can expect a nuanced exploration of Kara's identity amidst interstellar chaos. If the story is going to stay close to the comics, Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow could choose to revolve around Ruthye. Her desperate quest for revenge draws Supergirl into an unlikely partnership. Ruthie's perspective would be able to drive the emotional narrative and tackle Kara's strength and compassion as they navigate morally gray areas together. Given James Gunn's love for complex characters, it wouldn't be out of character to see intense emotional revelations as Ruthye evolves from vengeful youth to a mature heroine, directly mirroring Tom King's original comic storyline. This could also utilize flashback scenes that focus on Ruthie's life before the tragedy. These moments could add further emotional weight of her loss and the difficulty of her journey, which gives viewers a deeper connection to her struggles. However, there is also the chance to add in Kara Zor-El's personal traumas as a subplot, perhaps in parallel to Ruthie's. Unlike Clark, Kara witnesses Krypton's destruction firsthand. This opens her story up to a darker, heavier narrative approach and will complement Ruthie's own journey. The movie could use intense dream sequences or vivid memories of Krypton's destruction to visually and emotionally amplify Kara's internal conflict. Again, if staying true to Tom King's comic book narrative, the movie could put a heavy focus on friendship, loss, and resilience. Gunn's storytelling style favors deep interpersonal relationships, so expect powerful scenes highlighting the bond between Kara and Ruthye, culminating in moments of heartbreaking sacrifice or triumph. The movie can showcase the two women working through their struggles together, with Supergirl struggling to confront her own painful past, while helping Ruthye. Kara's trauma could impact her decisions throughout the film, showcasing her struggle between bitterness and hope. Her interactions with Ruthye could offer mutual healing moments. The story could have their friendship being tested repeatedly, forcing each character to confront their fears, prejudices, or desires for revenge. Getting the story's pacing right would be crucial. Adding in quiet, introspective moments after high-octane epic confrontations would build on the depth of their emotional connection. Despite the darker storyline, the distinctive humor and character-driven narratives that are synonymous with any James Gunn work will undoubtedly make an appearance. There will likely be witty, sharp dialogues, particularly in interactions between Supergirl and Lobo, or Ruthie's naive perspective clashing humorously against Kara's experienced cynicism. Gunn's knack for balancing humor with seriousness will ensure that, although emotionally complex, the movie will remain entertainingly accessible. Here is an opportunity for audiences to get a deeper understanding of Krypton through Supergirl's journey. Unlike Kal-El, who was raised on Earth and shaped by human values, Kara had a Kryptonian upbringing and remembers the destruction of her home planet. This gives her a more tragic, survivor-like edge. If they choose to use flashbacks or even a prologue that shows Kara's life on Krypton, it would be a wonderful treat for audiences to get a deeper connection to the elusive planet. Additionally, the film could then show the jarring change from Kryptonian life to being raised in the harshness of space. This has obviously shaped Kara differently from Superman, whose upbringing was, in contrast, relatively peaceful and worry-free. Which of these plot ideas excites you most? Could Lobo truly be Supergirl's greatest adversary, or her odd man companion? Or will Kara's dark journey define the style for DCU's future? Share your own ideas and hopes for Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow in the comments below. And as always, stay tuned for more cosmic adventures with ScreenRant. Thanks for watching.